Now let me tell you real quickly, if you did not know, which you probably didn't. I know you know the boy Hxndrx as an artist, but let me tell you right now, he also did the production for his project. So you made the beat.
Right, yeah, I did 2 joints. My homie K. Rashad, he did another joint, Broken Curses. I did the first 2. He did Broken Curses, and then Steve's the producer out of Canada. He completed the project with the rest of the joints with the sound.
Wow, that's crazy. And you engineered your own project?
Yeah, mix and master. Yeah.
So how important is it as an artist to know how to do it yourself instead of just going to a producer or engineer to have them do it for you?
Yeah, it's a convenience. It is, because you know, if you're working with another engineer, it might be a certain particular sound that you might want, and to be able to go in there and find it, you know what I'm saying, and put it in there, you know, that saves a lot of time.
Right,
you know what I'm saying, and being able to communicate that with the engineer or the producer, I think that makes the project all the more better. You know what I'm saying, because you know, you locked in with it as well with the engineer as well. You know what I'm saying, with the producer, so you know, y'all can really lock in.
So you studied all that, and at the same time wrote your own lyrics.
Word up, word up. Yeah.
Now you know I'm dissecting this project. We are dissecting The Messenger, and we are on Never Fold, which is track number 2. Now you made a statement saying that trauma you're smothered in. And let me tell you, I'm gonna just be honest with you. This year was very rough. You know, we all deal with depression. We all deal with stress.
Right.
Of course, social media doesn't allow us to be comfortable with that. But I noticed you put all of that into your music. How important do you feel as far as men seeking therapy?
Yeah, it's very.
They don't speak on that.
Yeah, it's very important, and you could seek therapy in different forms. You know what I'm saying? Productive forms. I say that. I wouldn't say, you know, go out there and do nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it's important because, you know, like, coming from where we come from, you know, we deal with trauma and we don't even be knowing it.
Be hurt.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. So,
wondering why you're spazzing out.
Right, and you don't know why. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, you know, once you're blessed to, you know, realize, like, man, oh, I'm doing this because of this. Oh, man, this might be coming from a family member. You know, it could be a friend. It comes in so many different forms. It's crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't really lock it down to one particular thing, but it exists. You know what I'm saying? So to touch on that, that's just a way, you know, to let the listener know, like, you're not alone in that. Like, you know, we all deal with that, for real. So, you know, once you realize it, though, I think, you know, beginning to heal and going through that process is very important so you can free yourself.
You heard that? Free yourself.
Yeah,
Go ahead, free yourself.
Yeah, most definitely.
But not only are you telling the listeners about healing themselves, you're actually giving them the handbook into making the relationship work in this song.
Yeah.
And you're giving it from a perspective of man and woman, right and wrong. And I love that. So I wanted you to tell me, what does it take for someone to actually realize when they're really wrong? Because a lot of time for men is when a woman really be done. Walk away. Blacklist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And why does it take that?
Yeah, I think it's an experience thing. I think you really gotta go through some things in life to, you know, realize your faults. You know what I'm saying? Like, we not perfect. We gonna make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So once you do make those mistakes, don't repeat them. Like, try your best.
I hope my ex is listening. Hope my ex is listening.
Yeah, that's the thing. Just try not to repeat them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the biggest thing, because we all gonna make mistakes. So, you know, just try not to repeat them.
Try not to repeat them. I hope you're writing this down for 2022. Don't forget, this album is dropping December 30th.
Yeah.
And that leads us into track number 3, Divine Rights.
For the righteous. You know what it is. We're on a different type of frequency on this ain't none of that other stuff. Yeah. It's a slide for a slide. Yeah. Who gon' ride? Who gon' ride? It's a 9 for a 9. Yeah. I be singing to them frogs. This an ancient lullaby. I'm creating space, boy. I'm cutting ties. Moving through the age, pray I stay wise. Used to be foolish, the movements ahead, you ruthless. Moving with the creator, my top back ruthless. My vibe, most shock, inclining ruthless. Set the ascend, baby, tying up my loose ends. Don't believe they roll, they want your soul. And don't go against the grain, that take a toll. When we touch and roll, we paying tolls. Cause God knows we make that back tenfolds. said he never leave us forsaken. So I keep his holy name on my apron, and I rock it there like a Naismith. Find me on holy grounds when the earth shifts. Everything I inherit ain't no purchase. I know my rights and entitlements for purpose. Yeah. Speaking on divine rights, what that sound like? Yeah. We speaking on divine rights, what that sound like? Yeah. Speaking on divine rights, what that sound like? Yeah. This them divine rights, what that sound like? This earth is my ballroom, ain't no pardon, we marching. Heard about how you played that bad up in the garden. Heard about how you rebelled and played on my fortune. Don't trip, I know better now. Rose, now we stalking. Ain't no mask, no lies, no hiding, just our father. 400 years of this since we departed. 2,000 years since then, we know the margins. Know the ark and the covenant, that's on target. Hope you know we bugging, ain't no budging. Yeah, Lord. Worshiping the kingdom and I'm rugged. Give them glory, do my ditty, then I flood it. That's on the tribe, I'm live, so let me run it. From the city, they super stunting on Sundays, but my lines can be traced back over summers. Before the times of bronze and Greeks fronted, we erected altars and cultures, how you want it? Yeah. Speaking on divine rights, what that sound like? Yeah. We speaking on divine rights, what that sound like? Yeah. Speaking on divine rights, what that sound like? Yeah. This them divine rights, what that sound like? This earth is my ballroom, ain't no pardon, we marching. Heard about how you played that bad up in the garden. Heard about how you rebelled and played on my fortune. Don't trip, I know better now. Rose, now we stalking.
Shout out to God all through the album, man. He got his up close and personal. Hendrix made sure of that.
Yes, indeed. Gotta do that.
Gotta do that. Yeah. Man, let me tell you about this track right here. I was telling your wife, I'm like, my favorite songs is God-Given, Divine Rights, Never Fold. I got another one, Broken Curses, but we ain't get to that yet. Still giving you that exclusive listening. But in regards to Divine Rights, I really listened to it and I really tapped into it, and I feel like knowing your right as who God put us on earth to be, you know, and embracing all the things around us that he had given us. Right. Why do you think that we're so out of touch with that as humans?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, distractions. Like, you be on your day-to-day doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? I get it for sure. It's tough. So, you know, you just got to come to that understanding, you know, that knowledge of self, you know what I'm saying? That knowledge of, you know, the Most High. You got to acknowledge that. You got to acknowledge the Most High before self, actually. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's tough, though. They got so many distractions, so much going on, especially nowadays. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think that's the biggest thing. You know, that's what it come down to, just, you know, just being distracted. You know, sometimes, you know, while we on that road, we could be led astray just, you know, off just not being mindful.
Right.
You know
now, I will ask you this. It might be a little controversial,
okay.
But I notice you always say God, even when you're speaking on divine rights. And a lot of times, this generation, we call it universe.
Word, okay.
People look into the crystals. You know, what are your outlook on those type of rituals, beliefs, or spirit? I can't say the word. It's the Bambi.
Right.
But you get what I'm trying to say.
Right, most definitely.
It all ties to that.
I feel like, you know, you gonna go down your path. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna come to an understanding of some things at some point. You know what I'm saying? So, whether it's down the line or whether it's, you know, at this present moment or, you know, in a not too distant future, you know, you're gonna come in, you know, you're gonna come to some to realize some things. You know, you may experience some things, you know, that'll be like, oh, okay, I know what the real is. You know what I'm saying? So that's the best way to sum it up. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got their beliefs, and it's not even my place to, you know what I'm saying?
Say what is what.
Right. That's not even my place. There's a blessing in that. You know what I'm saying? But I will say, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna come to a point where you're gonna know the real, like, you know what I'm saying, like, just, you know, do your reading, do your research, really, you know, find out where things really come from. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you'll put two and two together, most definitely.
Well, you must have did your reading, your research. You must have really tapped in, because you have a lyric in the Divine Rights track where you said, I'm creating space, boy, I'm cutting ties.
Oh, yeah.
My boy got all the lyrics on deck, okay?
Right.
Who is J. Cole when you got Hxndrx?
Don't do that.
But I want to know, who did you have to let go in your life in order to move stuff around to receive what God had for you? Because you do have people that can block it. They can't stop it, but they can block it.
Right, yeah, most definitely. Man, honestly, you know, you live enough life, you know, you'll lose close friends. You'll lose family. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because it's no picks and choosers when it come to this. Like, you know, you know, if you're not, you know, in the best interest at heart of someone, like, you don't really have no place for them anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I feel as though it's naturally going, you know, if you moving right, you know, it'll fade off. They'll fade off you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, close friends, family, you know, I didn't experience all that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I come to see that it was for a reason. Did I know at the time what the reason was? No, I did not. That's beyond me. You know what I'm saying? Right. But it was for a reason. So just gotta accept that. You know, I think a big word, and you'll be familiar, detachment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So that's a big thing.
Which leads us into song number 4.
Yeah. Song number 4. Broken Curses.
My favorite.
Shout out to homie K. Rashad. Broken Curses. Yeah. The messenger. We here.
I done lived my life with so many curses, so I left them off my verses. Unknowingly living out my father's life for certain. Unknowingly I've been wondering what's annoying me till it surfaced. All my elders gone, right or wrong, they couldn't alert me. How was I to know a heavy yoke that would hurt me? How was I to know what I'd inherit on my earthly? I'm scared to question what is destined on divine paths. My head hurt, it's too much thinking how my mind grabs. My head hurt when I was young, couldn't read red flags. My head hurt, my family couldn't see me going mad. Too much pride, dawg, they couldn't see us doing bad. It's still funny how on Sunday we made it to mass. Yeah, everything generational. It's very tricky, you the first one to face it though. Breaking chains, I'm in the earth to see it blow. Let me expose my curse so I can let it go. Everything generational. Let me expose my curse so I can let it go. Yeah, everything generational. Let me expose my curse so I can let it go. Yeah, this where the magic happen. Keep these spirits off me. Get them off me, get them off others, let them go back down under. Yeah, speak on other sides, keep us purified. She said she could see the evil, she saw it through my eyes. Saw it through a black hole, looking through my soul. I woke up from a pit, my armpit scolded. Through the lust and the pain, that's how I got molded. Now I can sit with them elders at tables like a trophy. Now she could look in my eyes and see I'm more wholesome. Now I'm quick to listen, slow to speak and still vocal. God governing this iller path. God bless me with a daughter running numbers up, she ill at math. God protect me from frauds, I think they all a fad. I see you keeping up with Joneses, you hurting bad. Hype beast, the mark of the beast. I put my knees in the turf, pray one to the east. It's a cold world, bundled in my fleece. Heard God speak through an angel, send one to my niece. This a miracle, somehow I still ain't peak. Listen to me walk on water, this is how I feast. Listen to the rhythm, this is how he speaks. You know he works mysterious, this how he reach. Everything generational. Let me expose my curse so I can let it go. Yeah, everything generational. Let me expose my curse so I can let it go.
Big things, big things.
I'm gonna turn him up, he might send me something else.
He needs to,
Yeah,
okay?
he might send me something else, crazy. Yeah.
And we are giving you that exclusive listen, The Messenger by my boy Hxndrx, okay? I'm Sheba Songz. I broke in the studio. I got the exclusive listen, and now I am telling you right now, you need to make sure you download it on all streaming platforms December 30th.
Yeah.
We just tapped into Broken Curses That's my shit.
Word up.
Period.
Word up.
First of all, the track is crazy.
Yeah.
That little sample, no.
Yeah, shout out Muhammad K. Rashad. He did that joint. I always got a big him up for sure.
But the lyrics are crazy too, ladies. You definitely want to listen to that because you have a line in that song saying, "How was I to know how heavy the yoke was?" And that really made me think of soul ties.
Word,
when you sleep with people,
right? Yeah.
Boy, I had a soul tie. I had just got it off this year.
It get crazy, right?
It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm already knowing.
So, do you believe in the power of soul ties?
Oh yeah, for sure. Right? Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, man. This, you know, the music is spiritual for a reason. Like all that stuff, you know, like that's real. We exist in the spirit more than anything else, anyway. So gotta let that be known. So yeah.
And it is like a curse because it takes. In the Bible, you gotta fast to get off some, soul ties, to get off a lot of different things. And I know you spoke on generational curses. You had a line that said, "Everything's generational. Let me expose my curse so I can let it go." When you tap in personally to yourself, since we are being honest with everybody, do you have any generational struggles in your family that kind of like hinders you in a certain type of way?
Well, yeah, we all do. Yeah, that's a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna exist on it here without coming from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So it's different things that gets passed on. Somebody will pass you on a house. Somebody will pass you a car. Somebody will pass you some money. So, that's physical things. You know what I'm saying? And the spiritual is other things that get passed on to you. You know what I'm saying? Trauma. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them. So, most definitely, that's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have to deal with my experiences. I'm in human form like anyone else on this plane. So yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I didn't have to get right, shake back. Yeah, most definitely.
But you wrote about it. You didn't let it stop you.
Nah.
And now you're bringing in generational wealth.
Word up, yeah.
You got that? And also make sure you catch these interludes because you are dropping some powerful scripture verses within the album.
Word, yeah.
And I'm like, damn, this boy really studied the Bible.
Yeah, so far, you gotta lace that up. Yeah, you gotta give it to him correct for sure.
And that is why your head is up. Track number 5, we're tapping in. It's The Messenger. I'm Sheba Songz with my boy Hxndrx. Yes.